You hear the word inflammation thrown around all the time, right? But what does it actually feel like day to day? Well, today we're going to dive into a really simple, natural Ayurvedic solution for those common discomforts that you might just be putting up with. Let's get into what's really going on and how a simple cup of tea could actually make a huge difference.
So, do you ever get that feeling? You finish a meal and suddenly you're bloated. Or maybe you get a little gassy, or you feel that uncomfortable burn of acidity. It's super common, and honestly, most of us just kind of shrug it off. But what if it's not just normal?
Well, according to Ayurveda, those feelings are anything but random. They are direct signals your body is sending you. In fact, they're some of the most common ways that low-grade, everyday inflammation shows up in our system.
So, let's pull back the curtain on this whole thing. Let's talk about inflammation's everyday disguise and see what's really going on inside.
The key signs to look for are, well, they're exactly what we just talked about: bloating, gas, and acidity. But there's another sneaky one on this list: unexplained waking. That can happen when inflammation is kind of throwing your body's natural balance and metabolism out of whack.
But here is the good news. There is a simple and ancient solution rooted in Ayurvedic wisdom that's designed to target these exact issues.
We are talking about a simple but really powerful anti-inflammatory tea. And the goal here is twofold. It's not just about soothing those immediate symptoms like bloating and gas, but it's also about gently detoxifying your gut to get to the root of the problem. And what's amazing is how quickly it can work.
That's right. People often report feeling a real, noticeable shift in just 7 days.
All right, so you're probably asking, how do I make it? Well, the brewing process is incredibly simple. Let's just walk right through it. Okay, here we go. You're going to start with 2 cups of water in a pot, bring it to a boil. Then you add your spices. Now this next step is really important. Cover the pot. You want to keep all those amazing, aromatic, beneficial oils right there in the tea, not escaping into your kitchen. Then you just let it simmer until that liquid reduces by half, so you're left with 1 super concentrated cup of goodness.
And here are the star players for that basic brew. You've got your 2 cups of water, then 1 teaspoon of fennel seeds, 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, and a half teaspoon of cumin. We'll also add some licorice powder and then, optionally, about a 1/4 teaspoon of ginger powder. Now let's break down why each of these is so incredible.
This isn't just a random mix of spices that taste good. Each one is chosen for a very specific healing purpose within the Ayurvedic system.
First up, we have fennel or samph. It's just a fantastic digestive aid. In Ayurveda, we talk about how it balances vata, which is linked to air and can cause that gassy feeling, and pitta, which is all about fire and acidity, so it cools and calms. Next up, coriander seeds, also known as dhanya. This is another wonderfully cooling spice. It primarily works on balancing that fiery pitta, but also kapha, which is related to water and earth and can sometimes make us feel a bit heavy or sluggish. Then we have cumin, or jeera. Oh, this one is an absolute powerhouse, especially for kapha and vata issues. So if your main complaints are things like gas, bloating, or even water retention, cumin is definitely your friend. And now for licorice root, or mulethi. This is a total game changer in Ayurveda for anyone dealing with a lot of acidity, serious inflammation, or just that general feeling of too much heat in the body. It's incredibly soothing and calming. And this brings us to ginger. Ginger is fascinating. It's fantastic for vata and kapha types because it stimulates what we call agni, your digestive fire. It also has this amazing scraping effect that helps clear out toxins. And this is a big but, here's the caution. It can be way too heating for pitta types. So if you already run hot or have a lot of acidity and reflux, you'll want to use a lot less or maybe even skip it.
Okay, I know exactly what some of you are thinking right now. An anti-inflammatory tea without turmeric? It's like the most famous anti-inflammatory spice on the planet. What's up with that?
Well, there's a really specific reason it's not in the base recipe. Because ginger is already in the mix and it's pretty heating, adding turmeric on top of that can just make the whole blend too hot for a lot of people. That said, if you know your body handles hot spices well, go for it. Feel free to add about a 1/4 teaspoon.
And that actually brings us to one of the most beautiful and crucial parts of Ayurveda: personalization. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. So let's look at how you can customize this brew to be perfect for your body's specific needs. Okay, this chart just lays it out so clearly. If you tend to have Vata-type inflammation, think sharp pains, dryness, maybe even menstrual cramps, adding a little ajwain or carom seeds can be so helpful. For all you Pitta types out there with the acidity and heat, guess what? The base tea is already perfect for you. No changes needed. And for Kapha types who might experience more weight gain or sluggishness, you'll want to amp up the heat with more ginger, maybe that turmeric, or even a special blend called Trikatu. So, you've brewed your perfect personalized cup of tea. Awesome, but now we need to talk about how you drink it, because that is just as important as what's in it. And here is the absolute key takeaway on how to drink it. Whatever you do, don't just chug the whole cup and get on with your day. The most effective way to do this is to pour it into a thermos and sip it slowly, bit by bit, all day long.
And here's the science behind why that's so important. By sipping it continuously, you're helping your body clear out toxins in real time, right as they're building up. It's like giving your gut this gentle, constant support system, which helps keep those inflammation levels down and can even support healthy weight management. It's pretty brilliant. So really, this isn't just about a recipe, is it? It's about a ritual. It's about learning to listen to your body. And it makes you wonder, if all those everyday discomforts you feel aren't so random after all, what could one simple, personalized cup of tea, sipped throughout your day, really truly change for you?